swear lost my past hard. Now the combo gym, getting back my art. With the fury inside, you can't match my sparks. So I can power through you with no risk, leaving your soul twisted up in my close fist. Take notice, I'm saying it's the coldest, baddest erratic fighter you can face on the foes list. You ain't hating me cause my skills are way great. I'm back to, I'm back to, I'm back to, I'm back to, I'm back to. Let the truth be told, I feel on fire when my passion flow. I'm back to, I'm back to, I'm back to, I'm back to, I'm back to. Let the truth be told, I feel on fire when my passion flow. I'm back for my glory, yeah. These guys talk big, but I'm more prepared. On my redemption road, I rip my foes. When I trip and flip modes, you can't slip my blows. I'm on the comeback. It took out all of your headsmiths. In with the glow, I'm the champ that the fans hate. Hard, rugged, star-studded and mighty, and leaving you all bloody and making your face ugly. Jab, hook, uppercut. Feel my blow when it impacts up your gut. You wanna try to beat the champ, you ain't tough enough. Stick and move through your best, and I counter punch. Man, I fake the precision, aim hitting with your brain. Cause I train with the wisdom, gain vision through the pain. I will bang through the system, stay vicious in the game. And I'm back forever, you can't stop my reign. Back to, back to, I'm back to, I'm back to, I'm back to. Let the truth be told, I feel on fire with my passion flow. I'm back to, back to, I'm back to, I'm back to, I'm back to. Let the truth be told, I feel on fire with my passion flow. Put a rush on you, what you got.
Hello everyone and welcome to Multiverse Championship Wrestling Motor Brawl Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the ring your MCW World Champion, Hercule Satan!
The last time we saw the World Champion, he was in that Brawl with Superhuman who showed up in the arena. As I understand it, it took the combined forces of both security and law enforcement to get Superhuman away from the World Champion. Let's hear what he has to say. Strong words by the world champion for the challenger Superhuman. Superhuman is not here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is at home recovering from the grievous bodily harm that was inflicted on him. The man practically looks like a mummy currently. That's certainly not pretty. You heard Hercule Satan mention Mr. Clean during his promo. In a shocking turn of events, Mr. Clean requested the main event match spot tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He challenged Bard seemingly out of nowhere, made a demand to General Manager Todd Howard that he face Bargs one-on-one in the main event. Todd Howard did oblige. That match will be coming up towards the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. But the main event match will not be the end of tonight's show, as Fork, the man who won the first ever Chaos in the Coliseum match in MCW history, has requested time at the end of the show to get a lot of things off his chest, evidently. Nonetheless, our first match of the night is about to begin. Let's send it down to the ring.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Nefersoka, from east of the west, weighing in at one critter, Sebi!
Sebi made his first appearance in the previous episode, helping out Nefersoka in his match.
And his opponent, from the River Thames, weighing in at one undone job, Vladimiran!
Vlad looking to prove himself tonight. He's yet to win a single match in his career here. We'll see what he has to say about it. Referee calls for the start of the match. This thing's underway. Predictions are up. Up to the top turnbuckle straight away into the Hurricane Rana by Sebi. Both men vying for control on the ring mat. Sebi grabbing the ropes, getting Vlad off them. Into the calf crusher now, breaking free straight away. Up on top, Poison Rana reversal into the cannon clutch. Sebi's leg under the rope. Arm dragged out by Sebi. Elbow to the side of the face. Going for a Northern Light suplex now is Sebi. Trying to roll over. Gets put down by Vlad instead. Cartwheeling out of the way. Both men missing with their offense. Irish whip now sending Sebi into the ropes. Stepping out of the way, colliding headfirst with Chat, now on the abdominal stretch on the mat. Transitioning now, Sebi elbowing Vlad in the side of the face. Forearm to the back of the neck. And another. Reversal, another calf crusher by Sebi. In the middle of the ring, Vlad's got nowhere to go here. You see Nefersoka prowling around the ring area. Always a wild card in any situation like this is Nefersoka. Able to break free is Vlad. Collar and elbow tie-up, transition onto the mat. Nefersoka breaking it up. Assisted pop-up by these two felines. Rolling over in the sunset flip now. Chat way out of position dealing with Nefersoka. Sebi's able to reverse. Vlad breaking free of the submission maneuver, an exchange of fists now. Vlad winning out. Leaping at him with the clothesline. Vlad getting out of the way. Dragging him back into the ring now is Suggestion. Rolling through. Able to break out at one. Sending Vlad into the ropes. Lifting him down. For an in-ring debut, crucifix pin being attempted now. Breaking out at one. For an in-ring debut, this is the first match of Sebi's career. Doing a hell of a job so far, proving himself that he deserves to be here. Both combatants staring one another down. Vying for a spot here. Exchange of fists yet again, both men down. Nefersoka in the ring. Putting the schmoves in, Vlad not having it. Sebi rescuing him. Another roll-up being attempted. Reversal and roll-up of Vlad's own. Kick out at 1. Snap there now by Sebi. Dragging Vlad up to his feet, putting him into the corner. Wants to go over the top rope, Hurricane Rana yet again. Manages it into the pin. Chat nowhere to be close. That was so close to 3. If Chat had been in his position, that might have been it. Another roll-up being attempted. Reversal now. Dragged him into a rear naked choke. Sebi able to sit up. Counter with a cutter. Dragging Vlad up to his feet again. Throwing Sebi behind him. Planting Sebi in the middle of the ring is Vlad. Staring down his opponent. This feline more durable than he looks, putting him down with a flying lariat. Dropping off of the apron. Tope Suicida avoided. Sebi crashing and burning to the outside. Now Irish whipping Sebi to the other side of the ring area into the barrier. Completely avoiding the offense off the ropes with a knee drop. Putting down Vlad now with a clothesline. Throwing him into the ring post. And into the apron now. Gotta be mindful of the referee's count here, putting him down with that neck breaker. Neversoka trying to run offense, eats a gut-wrench suplex for his trouble. Sebi rolling back into the ring to break the referee's count on himself. Vlad getting back into position, lying in wait. Destroyer by Sebi in the middle of the ring. Side headlock takeover now by Sebi, putting down Vladimiron. Countering, planting Sebi face first on the mat. Side headlock takeover of Vlad's own. Maintaining control in the headlock, punching down on the scalp of Sebi. Nefersoka running interference yet again, an arm drag. Chat trying to deal with Neff in this one. Hip toss by Sebi in the meanwhile. Now the crucifix pin being attempted. Kick out at 2. Dragging Vlad up to his feet. Into the neck breaker. And another. Chat trying to keep out of harm's way in this one. Back suplex by Sebi. Dragging Vlad up to his feet once more. Irish whip into the ropes, cartwheeling out of the way. Vlad able to regain his footing. Flying lariat connecting, putting down Vlad. Irish whip once again into the ropes. Monkey flip by Sebastian. Up to the top turnbuckle now is Sebi. Waiting for Vlad. Getting out of harm's way is Vladimiron. Sebi doesn't look like he's stopping. Flying lariat all the way to the outside. Lying in wait now is Sebastian. Waiting for an opportunity. Tope Suicida connecting. Feeling his meter is full now. Throwing Vlad into the apron. Letting him the inverted pile driver on the outside. He wants to give him another for good measure. Slipping back onto the ring apron is Sebastian now. Sebi saying he only needed 1. Nefersoka standing in the ring with Sebi. Making it back into the ring for a Hurricane Rana into a pinfall now. Chat not nearly in position.
1, 2.
A kick out at 2. That would have been it if Chat had just done his goddamn job. Standing lariat puts down Vlad. Into the roll-up now.
1. Right.
Countering it into another rear naked choke, but just too close to the ropes for it to matter. Vlad with control now. Dragging Sebi up to his feet. Roll-up now being attempted.
1.
Going for another back suplex now, putting down Vlad. Up to the top turnbuckle once again. Another flying lariat from high up into the pin. Kick out at 2. Crucifix pin being attempted once again. 2. Another kick out at 2. Reversal now into the calf crusher, grabbing hold of the leg. Once again with control, yet another neck breaker by Sebi. A bit of frustration setting in here on this cat's part. Off of the ropes with an elbow drop. Dragging him up once more, Irish whip into the ropes. Getting caught into the belly-to-belly suplex. Sebastian in a dire situation now. Blood rushing to his head. Brainbuster by Vlad. Elbow drop. Leg drop now. Just waiting for his chance. Sebi trying to kick his way back up to his feet, manages to do it. Drop kick puts him down. Vlad looks dazed, but he's in control. Sebi up to his feet once again, flying lariat. Side headlock takeover. Chat staring off into the audience for some reason for just a moment. Low blow by Vlad. With control yet again, a back suplex by Vlad. Abdominal stretch, Sebi wisely grabbing hold of the rope, kicking down Vlad in the meanwhile. Up to the top turnbuckle once again. Flying lariat connecting.
Right.
Those long libs coming into play, saving Vlad there. Crucifix pin being attempted once more. Kick out at 2. Test of strength now. The uncharacteristic strength of this feline on display. Hurricane Rana now, into the pin. Chat not in position once more. Reversal, a roll-up of Vlad's own. Kick out at 2. Northern Light suplex by Sebi. Into another roll-up yet again.
1.
Into the rear naked choke again does Vlad. Trying to strangle the life out of Sebi. He's able to roll onto his stomach. Vlad taking control back yet again. Trying to put him out. Nefersoka standing in the ring waiting for a chance. Breaking up a submission. Chat trying to deal with this feline. Irish whip sending Sebi into the ropes. Punching to the face. Caught with the DDT. Trying to regain some of that lost stamina. Knee lift avoided. Another Hurricane Rana by Sebi. You see on the outside, Chat having a discussion with Nefersoka. He should be doing his job instead. Flying lariat from the ropes. Rebounding off of the ropes, and elbow drop missing. Vlad still trying to scramble up to his feet. Caught with another flying lariat. Off of the ropes with the elbow again. Into the pin. Kick out at 2. Kick now. Punch down. A body slam into the armbar. Sebi able to break free straight away. Kicking down Vlad yet again. Into another roll-up. I think he realized he was too close to the ropes. Let it go. Countered with the plancha does Vlad. Leg drop avoided by Sebi, rolling to the outside. Trying to regain some of his composure here. Off of the ropes, the punch missing. Vlad ducking underneath wisely, a knee drop now. Irish whip into the ropes yet again, getting kicked and drop kicked over the ropes. Completely missing with the springboard punch. Monkey flip counter sends Vlad out out of the ring. Soka has picked a hell of a partner in this young feline Sebastian. Rolling through now is Sebi. Vlad trying to counter, trying to get to his feet. Able to do it. Punching down on Sebi now. Kicking on this cat. Into another rear naked choke. Referees count. Bout up to 6 for Vlad. Throwing Vlad into the barrier. Now towards that table. Colliding with it. Falling over. Gotta be mindful of a referee's count in a situation like this. A bear hug is locked in. Belly-to-belly suplex through the table. Referee's count dangerously high. Sebi with advantage here. Sebi kicks him down.
Here is your winner, Sebi!
Vlad, a victim of his own offense at the end of this one, losing the match by countout. Still not done with Vlad is Sebi. Wants to prove a point. Prove himself. Off of the ropes with an elbow drop. Soka having a chat with Chat. Praying for forgiveness is Sebi now. These nefarious felines with a full plan. Soka head scissors takedown puts down Vlad. Whether you like it or not, Vlad may have cost himself the match there at the end, but nonetheless, Sebi victorious in his debut match here at MCW. This feline duo of Sebi and Soka seems to be here for the long haul, ladies and gentlemen. Nonetheless, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
WWF Slamcam. With this radically new digital camera, just shoot and upload your photos and put the power of the WWF in your hands. The PhotoSlam software lets you cut and paste, so you can combine your photos with hundreds of WWF images. You can also give your photos a little WWF attitude with some kickin' special effects. Awesome. Print out your work or email your friends. With the Slamcam, you can do it all. WWF Slamcam works with Windows 95 or higher and your printer. Batteries not included.
Nothing to impede progress. I'll expect to see some tangible progress before long, then. There's a job that needs doing here, and I'm assigning it to you.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. In the previous episode, the team of Twerkster T-Mode and Vikari Chid was defeated by the debut of the X-Files, the Gray and the Martian. But it was at the end of the matchup when Vikari Chid was restrained by the Shadow Person and was unable to save her tag team partner from the pinfall, thus leading to this matchup here tonight. Vikari Chid has challenged the Shadow Person to a one-on-one matchup. Let's send it down to the ring.
A week and a half ago, I had a caller who said, Art, I see shadow people.
On the way to the ring, from beyond the veil, weighing in at the hole at the center of everything, it's the Shadow Person!
If I am not mistaken, this is the first singles match of the Shadow Person's career. You have to wonder what dark powers are under those sleeves.
The heartland of Georgia, weighing in at several gallons of sweet tea, Vtuber!
Vtuber looking for a measure of payback here tonight. Trying to put down the Shadow Person before he can do anything more egregious than's already happened. Referee calling for the bell. This thing is underway. Predictions are up. Shadow Person with a vicious assault straight out of the gate. Vtuber taking back control. Head scissors takedown puts down the Shadow Person. This is the first match in the Shadow Person's career here at MCW. Abdominal stretch on the mat now by Vtuber. Able to break free as the Shadow Person. A proficient tag team wrestler is the Shadow Person. We'll wait to see what he has in store for in the singles competition. Armbar inserted now. Breaking free is Vtuber. Rolling through. Wrenching forward on that neck of Vtuber. Puts down the Shadow Person with that somersault kick. Into the sleeper hold now is Vtuber putting the Shadow Person. Wants to lay it to rest. A reversal side headlock takeover into the headlock. Punching down on the skull of Kari. Referee Chad in position, asking Kari if she wants to give it up. Able to break free is Kari. Fighting to his feet as the Shadow Person gets put down by the Fisherman Suplex. Straight back to his feet, immediately eats a head scissors takedown for his troubles. Irish whip sending the Shadow Person into the ropes. Kari on standby. The Shadow Person able to stop himself. Taking a moment to breathe. Trying to assess the damage. With control now, a hip toss by the Shadow Person. Puts down Kari. Not ready to give in just yet. Takes an Irish whip though. Just slamming straight against the wall. That is the Shadow Person. Planting down a fist, puts down Kari. Kari able to try and kick her way to freedom. Didn't seem to matter. Into the STF now. Trying to strangle the life from Kari is the Shadow Person. Kari able to break free. Leg drop missing. Kari taking advantage in this one. Blocked now by the Shadow Person. Too close to the ropes. Punching to freedom. Slipping around back and around to the front. A hip toss by the Shadow Person. Puts down Vtuber. Fist straight to the face now. Somersault kick by the Kari Chin puts down this nefarious creature. Side leg lock cinched in now. Not quite close enough to the ropes to grab hold. Wrenching back, trying to rip the knee out of its socket. Breaking free is the Shadow Person. A flurry of kicks. To the chest, to the stomach, to the face of the Shadow Person. That is a certified 13-hit combo. Exchange of fists now, put down Kari. Dragging her up to her feet. The mandible claw locked onto the skull of the Kari Kid now. Able to break free. Running kick puts the Shadow Person on a back pedal here, able to take control yet again. Abdominal stretch, Kari wisely rolling through to the ropes. A reversal now, into the roll-up, rear naked choke reversal by Kari. Trying to strangle this Shadow. Sitting up is the Shadow Person. Trying to find the leverage and counter with a stunner. Both combatants staring one another down again. Shadow Person with full meter. Shadow fall in the middle of the ring. Another snapping of the neck. Wants to punish, wants to hurt, wants to maim, wants to destroy. This Georgian in the middle of the ring. Top stomp by the Kari Chin puts down the Shadow Person. Another stomp to the spine. Trying to take control now. Shadow Person on the back pedal once again. Side headlock takeover. Too close to the ropes. Dragged up to the feet once again. Underhook suplex puts down the Shadow Person. The Crimson Mask forming in the shadows. Ducking underneath the fifth Skull Crusher in the middle of the ring. Trying to use those killer legs to strangle the Shadow Person now. Cut off the circulation. With all the blood rushing to his face. Already, you have to wonder about the condition here. Shadow Person having trouble trying to break free on this one. Middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Chat asking if he wants to give it up. Taking all the time in the world. Able to break it off. With control as the Shadow Person. Sit out powerbomb into the pin. Kick out at 2 by Kari. Saying let's wrap this up as the Kari Kid. The Crimson Mask seems to have healed on the Shadow Person. Eats that somersault kick. Exchange of blows, that forearm puts down Kari. Might have broken his hand on that one. Eats a hip toss. Lying in wait is the Kari Kid. Not quite measuring up, dragging the Shadow Person out of the ring. And the knee drop off of the apron, having little effect on the Shadow Person. Chin lock cinched in now. Referee beginning the count. After what we just saw in the prior match, you gotta be real careful of that count. Able to break free is the Kari Kid. Both combatants in exchange of holds. Throwing the Shadow Person into the barricade. Rolling through, trying to disorient. Belly to back takedown by Kari. Breaking the referee's count on herself. Baseball slide directly to the face of the Shadow Person. I believe that wound is open back up. Another somersault kick puts down the Shadow Person. Irish whip now. Feeling the meter is full. Tiger DDT. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Sit out powerbomb into the pin by Kari now. Reversal of Hurricane Rana by the Shadow Person. Another chin lock cinched in now. Kari trying to drag herself towards the rope. Counter with a stunner by Kari. Sidekick avoided. Gets put down by that straight punch to the dome. Kari rolling out of the ring to collect herself. The Shadow Person saying nuh-uh. Lying in wait. Skull Crusher by the Shadow Person. And a second. And a third now. Into the pin. Chat nowhere near close enough to do his job. Kick out at 2. Both combatants vying for control here in exchange of blows. Baseball slide by the Shadow Person puts down Kari. Drop kick off of the apron. Reversal snapmare by Kari. Side headlock takeover. Gets him free from the grasp of this Georgian, throwing Kari into the ring barricade with great force. And the neck breaker by the Shadow Person. Throwing Kari through that desk. And a skull crusher on the concrete. Referee count getting alarmingly high for Kari here. Count up to 8. The Kari Chid beginning to stir. Count up to 9. Kari makes it back in. With control now, gets tossed off. The Shadow Person maintaining control. Power slam into the pin now. Kick out at 2 with authority. Trying to strangle the Shadow Person, able to roll over, take a dominant position. Exchange of fists on the mat now. The blood is flowing from both of these two. Going for those killer kicks again, gets shoved down. Into the ropes goes the Kari Chid. The Crucifix Powerbomb sending Kari clear over the ropes. Missile dropkick off of the apron puts down Kari. Throwing her into the ring apron. With control now yet again. Whiplash by the Shadow Person on the outside. Dragging her up again. Gives her another. Clapping for Kari Chid, making it back up to her feet straight away, dragging the Shadow Person off of the apron. Might have just been a surge of adrenaline. Shadow Person with control yet again. Irish whip into the ring apron once more. Kari trying to use the ring apron to pull herself up. Making it back into the ring before the count of 8. Kari praying to Lord Jesus Christ for strength. Elbow to the face puts down Kari. Exchange of blows again. Shadow Person getting put down by Kari Chid. Hurricane Rana reversal. The Shadow Person will not allow offense to manage. Pull onto the face off of the ropes. Pop up out of the ring. The immeasurable strength of this creature on full display in this one. Going towards the table. Back suplex shattering the table. Good thing we have so many of these things in story. Referee counting. Kari already trying to scramble to her feet. Making it back up before the count of 5. Shadow Person lying in wait. Wants to give another crucifix powerbomb straight over the post. Saying nuh-uh once more. Referee chat count up to 3. Kari beginning to stir once again. Shadow Person noticing. Kari on the concrete with the Skull Crusher. Side headlock takeover by Kari. Still not out of it. Fighting for control once again, sending the Shadow Person back to the ring. Making it to his feet first. Snapmare by the Shadow Person. Trying to take a moment to compose himself. Up to the top turnbuckle is the Shadow Person. Missile dropkick puts down Kari and Chat both. Saying nuh-uh once more. Kari trying to get some distance. Trying to get away. Gets put down with another elbow. A dominant pin now. Kick out at 2. Another to the face. Kari using those killer kicks to get some distance. Doesn't matter. Pushes through as the Shadow Person. Over the ropes goes Kari. Elbow off of the apron. With full meter once more is the Shadow Person lying in wait for Vakari-Chid. Whiplash in the middle of the ring into the pin. That's it.
Here is your winner, the Shadow Person!
A dominant display of violence by the Shadow Person in this one. The power, the demonic prowess on display. Still not done, it looks like. The Crucifix Powerbomb! Yet again! The X-Files have had it out for Vakari-Chid and Twerkster team mode. Since they first showed up, Mandible Claw locked in. Twerkster team, oh, Twerk looks dazed. Twerk looks out of it. The Martian and the Gray in pursuit. A display of violence for the team of Twerkari. The Skull Crusher in the middle of the ring by the Shadow Person. And another. The unknowable contempt that the X-Files feel for these two, a third Skull Crusher. Twerk trying to fight her way up. The Gray bleeding. I didn't know Grays bled blood. Putting down the Gray with the burning hammer is Twerkster team mode. Rushing to the ring. Trying to help Kari. Gets put down. Someone's got to stop this. The Totem Boards and Jimmy Hopkins making their way to the ring. Coming to the aid of Twerk and Kari. All-out 3-on-3 brawl in the middle of the ring. Assisted suplex by the Gray and the Shadow Person. Jimmy Hopkins and Meto in a bad way here. Barnes rolling through with the Shadow Person. Rebounding off the ropes into a power slam. The Totem with control of the Gray. Hurricane Rana off of the top turnbuckle. The X-Files in a dire way here. Jimmy Hopkins making the save. The X-Files scrambling for the hills. Absolutely incredible. Twerk and Kari rescued by Matotem, Jimmy Hopkins, and Barge here tonight. The X-Files sent running for the hills. Nonetheless, the Shadow Person eking out victory, defeating Vakari-Chid. We'll be right back after this brief Commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.
When I'm in this ring, I'm in control. And when I make this ring, I'm still in control.
This is TracFone, nationwide prepaid cellular, with no contracts and no age limits.
And at a price everyone can afford.
Cellular as low as $7.99 and a Nokia 918 phone starting at $49.99. And then receive an additional $30 mail-in rebate.
Hey, Mom, nobody beats me, and nobody beats TracFone.
TracFone. Find it anywhere, use it everywhere.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. We have an announcement courtesy of our new lightweight champion, the Postal Dude. Let's see what he has to say. A completely unprecedented move by the Postal Dude. He wants you, ladies and gentlemen, to vote for who he defends his title against first. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. I would definitely advise by the cautionary statements he had at the end there. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we have another match to get up to. Let's send it back down to the ring.
Making his way to the ring from Cheeseland, USA, weighing in at the most broken grappler in history, Frey.
Unsuccessful in his debut match in the previous episode, seemingly blamed Darun for his lack of victory, assaulting him after the match.
And his opponent from Philadelphia, Germany, weighing in at the most broken grappler of today, Darun.
Darun looking for a measure of revenge against a fellow grappler here tonight. Referee calls for the bell. This thing is underway. Mandible Claw locked in on the front. Both combatants down yet again. Glancing blow now. Into the Boston Crab is Darun. Putting Frey through the paces in his first singles match here at MCW. Reversal of Hurricane Rana now. Frey with control, punching down on Darun. Standing spear makes both combatants spin out. There is a lot of beef in this ring right now, ladies and gentlemen. Putting down Frey with a body slam into the armbar by Darun. Elbow drop now, Frey with control, however. Both men vying for the proper spot here. Punching down on one another, trying to rip the other's neck out of its spot. Frey eking out victory condition in that exchange. Dragging Darun up to his feet now is Frey. Reversal by Darun. Reversal by Frey. A Hurricane Rana puts down Darun. Into the pin. Kick out at one by Darun. Tornado Lariat stopped in its tracks by Darun. Exchange of fists in the middle of the ring. Clothesline puts down Frey. Wait for that rear naked choke he loves so much. Ate a snap mirror into the pin and kick out at one. of the ropes into the pin. Chat nowhere near proper position. Chat doing a bang-up job here tonight. Shoulder barge to the back of the neck. And the Bulldog puts down Darun. Feeling his meter is full now is Frey. Plants him down. Chat's still not in proper position for some goddamned reason. Kick out at 2. Just barely getting the shoulder up is Darun. Feeling confident in himself now is Frey. Darun able to get back to his feet, flexing back at Frey. Playing a game of footsies now. Frey taking control back yet again. Picks him up into a powerbomb. Hip toss now by Frey, puts down Darun. Waiting for a chance now, elbow drop. Darun kicking back, trying to get some space, kicks down Frey. Dragging Frey up to his feet. Throws him clear over the ropes to the outside. Back suplex now on the outside by Darun. Dragging Frey up once more. Power slam on the concrete. Throwing him into the ring barricade. Release! German suplex. Exchange of fists now, ducking under his Frey into the neck breaker. Saying it's done. Referee count dangerously high for Darun, up to 8. Up to 9 now. Headbutt puts down Frey. Sorry, headbutt by Frey puts down Darun. Chat going out to check on Darun might have saved his life here. Exchange of positions now. Side headlock takeover by Darun. Going for that Anaconda Vice. Frey able to break free. Exchange of fists once more. Frey winning out on that one. Dragging Darun up to his feet now. Into the Bulldog once more. Waiting for an opportunity here. Trying to bait Darun. Double axe handle off the top turnbuckle. Picks him up into another powerbomb. I don't think we've ever seen Darun manhandled quite like this here in MCW. Both men gets hip tossed out of the ring, does Frey. Darun following suit, stomping down, dragging him up to his feet, rolling through with him. Going for that table, it looks like. Frey able to take control and neck breaker on the outside. Back up to the ring apron goes Frey. Darun trying to goad Frey into coming back out. Gets punched down, does Darun. Punishing the spine of Darun now is Frey. A full mounting now, Darun reversing, punching down on Frey. Dragging him back down now is Darun. Gotta be mindful of the referee's count once again. Back body drop over the steel steps. Off to the apron is Darun. Double axe handle puts down Frey. Side headlock takeover shatters the steel steps. Things not looking too good for Frey. A back suplex on the concrete. Exchange of fists once more. Ducking under is Darun. Release German shatters the barricade. straights now. Rolling back into the ring before the referee can get up to a 9 spine buster by
What are you
Frey.
looking at, butthead?
The hell did Chat just say? The hell's wrong with Chat tonight? Leaping over is Daroon. The strength reversal by Frey.
Right.
Too close to the ropes is Daroon. With control yet again, power slam by Daroon into the pin. 2. Kick out at 2. Puts down Frey yet again. Punches him in the face. Irish whip into the ropes now. Running forearm by Daroon puts down Frey. Standing clothesline puts him down again. Frey breaking free from Daroon's grasp. Frey stopping him in his tracks. Snapmare now puts down Daroon.
Right.
Full Nelson locked in. Frey.
Best start listening to the rules, meathead.
What the hell's wrong with this guy? Why is he talking so much shit tonight? Vertical suplex puts down Frey. Planting! Daroon, face first on the ring mat, does Frey. Mounting Daroon now, punching down on the face. Throws Frey out of the ring once again, does Daroon. Off to the apron once more goes Daroon. Following after Frey, slipping back around, rolling through with him on the concrete. Once again, disorienting Frey as much as possible. Release German sends him back into the ring. Flat on his back is Frey. Daroon looking to pick up the pieces here tonight. Into the corner. Frey kicking down Daroon. Trying to get a controlled belly-to-back takedown by Frey. Side headlock takeover by Daroon. Puts him back in control once again. Release German out of the ring. Landing over the remains of that steel. It is a brutal back and forth here. Neither man wanting to give an inch. Back body drop onto the concrete. Stomping down on Frey now. Release German once more on the steel. Frey scrambling, trying to get to his feet. Down up to 7. Frey staring down Daroon, throwing himself back into the ring. Full meter now with Daroon. He's got him up. Back. Breaker. Into the pin. Gets the shoulder up at 2. Stomping down on Frey now is Daroon. Frey trying to fight back. Clothesline puts him down. Daroon flipping off Frey. Frey trying to scramble to the corner. Exchange of fists now in the middle of the ring. Muay Thai hold set in once again. He's got Daroon up into a pile driver in the middle of the ring. The pin now. 2. Kick out at 2. Waiting for Daroon to get to his feet. Daroon countering the strength of this German. Rolling through into a pin. Kick out at 1 by Frey. Arm drag now by Frey. Gets him back on top. Tornado Lariat stopped once again. Over the ring ropes to the outside goes Frey once again. Dragging Daroon off of the apron to the outside. Inverted suplex by Frey. trying to get up to his feet. Darun beginning to stir as well. Trying to use the ring post as leverage to pull himself up. Referee count up to 5. Taking a piece of steel for himself. Chat not gonna let that happen. Frey lying in wait, punching down Darun once again. Shoulder barge puts down this German. Fall away slam by Frey. Into the pin now. Kick out at 2 once again. Tornado lariat puts down Darun. A hip toss now by Frey. Belly to back takedown. Dragging Darun up to his feet again. Slide roll up being attempted. Kick out at 2 once more. Tornado lariat putting down Darun once again. Sending Darun into the corner. Superplex onto the steel. The pin. Kick out at 2. Darun punching down Frey. Trying to take control back. Chad in the corner, you see mouthing off to the crowd for some reason. Full Nelson locked in the meanwhile. Frey able to break free. Tornado lariat again. Throwing Darun towards the ropes. Into the spine buster. Again. This time on the steel with the spine buster. Full meter Frey. Lying in wait like a caged animal. Cyclone powerbomb sends Darun outside of the ring. Darun already beginning to stir. Frey not willing to let it happen. Again onto the concrete. Samoan drop through the table. Darun in a bad way here. Frey slipping back into the ring. Chat's count. Now, up to a 6 for Darun. Darun beginning to stir. Pulling himself up. Makes it back into the ring. Shoulder barge puts him down again. Test of strength. A low blow by Frey.
Get out of my face, Roid Rage.
What the hell's wrong with Chat tonight? Goes for the pin. Chat not in position. Kick out at 1 by Darun. Even Darun's questioning what the hell's going on with Chat. Frey staring him down as well. Tornado lariat stopped in its tracks and exchange of fists now. Darun winning out. Backbreaker. Frey spilling out to the outside, trying to give himself some room to work with. Belly to back takedown on the concrete. Puts down Darun. Shoulder barge to the back of the head. He's got Darun up the brain buster on the concrete. Questioning what's going on with Chat now is Frey. You gotta wonder what the hell's going through these two's minds. Each just keeps getting back up no matter what the other does. Muay Thai hold set in once again by Frey. Driving those knees into the face, Darun able to break free. Punching down Frey. Hip toss now by Darun puts down Frey. With control once again. Release German onto the steel. Frey getting right back up and punching down Darun. Tornado Lariat connecting. Punch down with the elbow. Release German over the steel again. Right into the pin, but just too close to the ropes. You gotta wonder how disoriented both of these two are at this stage. Both men punching at each other. Running elbow avoided, Frey slipping around back. Inverted suplex. Darun straight back up to his feet. Eats a spine buster in the middle of the ring. Slipping around front, slipping around back is Frey. Slipping around front once again into the snapmare. Goes for the camel clutch now in the middle of the ring. Wants to make Darun tap out. Wrenching back on the neck and spine. Darun trying to flatten himself to the ground. What the hell did he say? What the hell's wrong with Cat? Transition into a sleeper hold now does Frey. Does he break free again, Darun? Throwing Frey over the corner. Frey punching Darun's legs out from under him. Why is Chat not counting? Oh, there he goes. What the hell took him? Chat on Quaaludes? What's going on here? Darun with control now on the outside. Frey countering, holding on, belly to back takedown and the abdominal stretch on the outside. Fall-away slam by Frey. Lifting him into a powerbomb on the concrete. Both men scrambling to deliver as much offense as possible. The release German on the concrete puts down Frey. Referee count dangerously high for Darun here. Side headlock takeover. Gets Darun free. Throwing himself back into the ring. Now it's Frey in danger. Getting himself back in before the count gets too high. Punching down Darun. Hip toss by Frey now. Chat throwing that steel off to the corner. Should have done that earlier. Mounting Darun now is Frey. Counter into a Kimura lock. Throwing him off is Frey with great force. Picks him up into a powerbomb. Goes for the pin. Kick out at 2. Darun punching down Frey now. Monkey flip by Frey. Lying in wait now. Clothesline puts down Frey into the pin. Kick out at 1 by Frey. Gets punched down for his troubles. Frey stomping down on the spine of Darun. Maintaining control, grabbing hold of the arm, flips him through. Darun gets put down by that forearm of Frey. Hip toss now. Frey feeling himself, being disoriented himself at this stage. Darun crawling over to the corner, pulling himself up. Shoulder barge to the back of the head might have done the trick. Back body drop out of the ring.
Fuck you, Kraut.
What the hell's wrong with chat tonight? Frey's count up to 4 on the outside now. He's got to be careful in this one. Double axe handle from the apron missing. Doesn't matter. Gets up to his feet. Side headlock takeover. Did you say that on TV? Darude's sick and tired of chat shit. Release German onto the steel. Back into the ring with Frey is Chat. What the hell is he doing? What, he's quitting? You can't quit! Darude does not care for this level of disrespect. Chat with the body slam on the steel. Release German on the concrete. Frey has that piece of steel now. Goes for Chat instead. Bashing it over the skull of Chathany. We don't have a damn referee now. Frey still scrambling for control over one another. Tornado Lariat puts down both men. Frey up to his feet first, saying he's the biggest and the strongest. Darude does not seem impressed. Back body drop sending Darude to the crowd. Frey showing off at this stage. Standing tall is Frey. Darude up to his feet again. Darude reversing, turning the tables on Frey. Brawling in the crowd now, a back body drop. Throwing him into the stage. Darude saying it's done, he's the best. Double axe handle to the face, putting down Darude. To the back now. In a disgusting twist, I'm shocked hasn't happened earlier. Chat walking out on his referee duties, and thus Darude versus Frey being a no contest. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely vile. I digress. We'll be right back to the show after these messages from our sponsors. Do not go anywhere.
And now for today's top story. The Boyardee of War, Mankind of the WWF, has invaded New York. Please be on the lookout. His intentions are unknown.
Have a nice day.
He never goes anywhere without his Chef Boyardee overstuffed beef ravioli, and his call is unmistakable.
Beefy!
The zesty, hearty goodness of Chef Boyardee definitely feeds the need.
It's the perfect ravioli for all mankind.
Welcome back to the show, kids. Kiryu laying out a challenge for the King of the Koopas for a later date, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure it'll be a visceral, violent display. Nonetheless, we have another match to get to. Let's send it down to the ring.
On his way to the ring, making his MCW debut from Chilpachingo, Mexico, weighing in at the Wheel of Fire, Tomba Hat.
A former world champion in his own right, Tomba Hat now officially part of the MCW roster.
Come to kick ass.
And his opponent from Rosarito, Mexico, weighing in at a Taco Bell product placement, Master Tang!
This old master has something to show this young whippersnapper in his first match here. This match is underway. It is a matter of strength and skill on display. Both men not able to get a control right away. Drop kick. A glancing blow, calf crusher reversal now. Breaking free straight away into the roll-up by Master Tang. With control once again, doesn't matter, Master Tang reverses. Another roll-up now by Tomba. Kick out at 0. Rolling through yet again, another roll-up being attempted. Kick out at the 1 mark. Both men staring one another down. Referee Dale Gribble taking control for the remainder of the night here. Tomba taking control of the Deadeye, putting down Master Tang, kick out at 1. Straight punch to the face of Tomba Hat. Trying to take an ounce of offense, the Master won't let it happen. A flurry of blows. The Fist of Fury putting down Tomba. Saying 3's enough now. Drop kick puts down the old man. Goes for the gut-wrench suplex in the middle of the ring now. Dragging Master Tang up to his feet. Another belly to back. Into the pin. Kick out at 1. With control once more. Reversal into the electric chair. A kick out at 1 by Master Tang yet again. Decades of experience, dodging the kick, giving one of his own, dodging the drop kick now. Cartwheeling away, delivering an elbow drop. Tomba back up to his feet, another roll-up. Referee Dale Gribble rushing over, a reversal into a rear naked choke now. Right. Able to get just barely to the ropes is Tomba. Goes for the snapmare. Reversal, DDT attempted. Master Tang able to slip free. That kick putting down Tomba now. Another stare down in this one. Going for control once more. Puts him down, another Deadeye. Throwing him into the ropes, leaping over. Both men avoiding each other's kicks. A sign of respect in this one, perhaps. Master Tang back into the ring. Kick avoided, wholesale drop toe hold by Master Tang now. Goes for it. Tomba countering a drop kick, puts down the old man. STF locked in now. Master Tang trying to drag himself to that bottom rope. Trying desperately to maintain some kind of pressure. You can hear the labored breaths of Master Tang. Trying to tough it out. Tomba dragging him closer to the center of the ring, able to slip free. An arm drag into the arm bar by Master Tang. Gets off of him. Saying he's smarter than he looks is Tomba Hat. Up to the top turnbuckle. Master Tang not allowing it. kicking him straight off. Tamba trying to get some distance for a moment. Goes for the flying kick, puts down Master Tang. Got Tang up into the pile driver. Full meter now with Tamba hat. Tiger power bomb. Wants to give him a second in the middle of the ring, this time with the pin. Reversal Hurricane Rana by Tang. Trips up the old master, does Tamba hat. Tang slipping to the outside, taking a moment to breathe, going back to the ring now. Both men exchanging a little bit of shit talk. Showing off to one another. Tamba with control, rolling through the sunset flip. Reversal into the Hurricane Rana by the old man. DDT by Master Tang. Back up to his feet as Tamba had. Master Tang not doing anything to stop it. Dropkick puts down Master Tang. Irish whip sending Master Tang into Dale Gribble. Flying kick avoided, the old man stepping through, hip toss into the armbar now. Tamba dragging his foot to the bottom rope. With control again as Tamba hat, body slam puts down Tang. Abdominal stretch on the mat, driving those elbows into the back of the neck of Master Tang. Going back and forth. Collar and elbow tie-up now. Able to get to his feet as Master Tang. Tamba putting him right back down to the mat. Back to the abdomen, another elbow to the back of the skull. Throwing the old man behind him. Into the ropes goes Master Tang. Back body drop by Tamba hat. Belly to back takedown now. Up to the top turnbuckle like he wanted before. Master Tang saw it coming a mile away. That knee drop to the spine. Drop kick puts down Tang. Dragging the old man to his feet once again. Counter with the belly to belly. Dragging Tamba over to the other side of the ring into the full Nelson now. Trying to wrench back and eliminate those strong arms. Tamba trying to break free with all of his might. Able to do it, side headlock. Reversal and roll up by Master Tang. Reversal and roll up a Tamba's own, too close to the ropes. Up to the top turnbuckle like he's been playing for. Lariat off the ropes. Into the pin. Kick out at one by Tang. Side kick missing completely. Gut-wrench suplex by Tamba now. Dragging Master Tang up to his feet, putting him into the corner with authority. Tang avoiding the grapple attempt in the corner, slinking down. Tamba with control yet again. Into the ropes goes the old man, a back body drop now. Tamba not able to maintain pressure on Master Tang. The wily skill of this old man on display here. Tamba stalking his prey now, wants to put an end to it. That running kick avoiding. Straight where it needs to be, the body slam, feeling the full meter once again. Tamba platter into the pin. That's it.
Here is your winner, Tamba Hat!
An incredible showing in his first match here at MCW, ladies and gentlemen. Defeating Master Tang in singles combat. Waiting for Master Tang to get to his feet, it looks like. Shaking hands with the old master. You love to see this kind of respect in the industry. Able to celebrate a hard-earned victory here tonight in his first match. It was a back-and-forth matchup, ladies and gentlemen, but in the end, Tom Bahat victorious in his debut match here at MCW tonight. An incredible showing. We'll be right back to the action after this brief commercial break. Do not go anywhere.
Do you have what it takes to be a WWE superstar? Can you handle a 220-foot pile driver? Experience the thrill of being shot skyward 220 feet, then being driven back down on a spine-chilling pile driver. Visit WWE Niagara, home of the pile driver. Experience it today.
Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. In the previous episode's main event, the first ever Chaos in the Coliseum match, it was the intervention of Jesse Pinkman that led Team Fork to victory. Luigi spent the majority of the match brawling with Fork. In the end, it was Luigi that was pinned, pinning all the blame on the shoulders of Jesse Pinkman. Luigi has challenged him to a match here tonight. Let's send it down to the ring.
Paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
Making his way to the ring, being accompanied by Mario from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at his very own year, Luigi!
Revenge on the mind of this son of Italy here tonight. If there was a single MVP in the Chaos in the Coliseum match, it was no doubt Luigi.
And his opponent, being accompanied by Walter White from Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing in at the sound of every dub, Jesse Pinkman!
Jesse Pinkman interfering in the match. This thing's underway. Interfered in the Chaos in the Coliseum match. Adorning a referee's uniform, ensuring Team Fork's victory in the Chaos in the Coliseum match. Luigi taking the fight straight to Pinkman. Pinkman doing his best to avoid, taken down by a spear. You see that baseball bat in the middle of the ring that Jesse Pinkman walked down to the ring with. The last time we saw that, Destroyer by Pinkman. The last time we saw that bat, it was left behind by Majima in the shower room of the arena before he was devastated by Bowser. Mario wanted to get involved to measure a payback of his own. Another Destroyer by Pinkman. As you heard from Kiryu earlier tonight, Majima, hospital bound, has slipped into a coma. We wish him a speedy recovery. Flying lariat by Luigi to Pinkman's dome. Puts him down with a deadeye. Into the pin now. Kick out at 2. This is a ferocious streak in Luigi I don't think we've ever seen before. Putting down Pinkman. Dragging him up to his feet once again, sending him into the ropes, into the spine buster. The ferociousness on display here tonight by this plumber cannot be overstated. Walter White and Mario brawling it out on the outside now, it looks like. Pinkman taking the fight to Luigi. Able to break free with a snapmare. Inverted guillotine locked in now in the middle of the ring. Transitioning now into a key lock, driving those elbows into the side of Jesse Pinkman's skull. He's got Pinkman up. Reversal of Poison Rana. Kicking down Pinkman now is Luigi. Kicking down Pinkman yet again. Trying to maintain the offense as much as possible. Side headlock cinched in, punching down on the dome of Jesse Pinkman. Pinkman reverses, getting around back. Driving those knees into the spine of Luigi. Ducking underneath the fist is Jesse Pinkman. German suplex. Puts down Luigi. Vying for control yet again. Side headlock takeover. Maintaining pressure with the headlock. Punching down on the face of Luigi. Waiting for his chance. Wants to make him tap. Wants to make him quit. Would love nothing more than to hear Luigi get up. Luigi putting down Jesse Pinkman with that vicious forearm. An exchange of holds now in the ring. Punching down on the scalp of Luigi. Still maintaining pressure. Reversal now by Luigi. Wrenching through on the arms of Pinkman. Side headlock takeover. Gets Pinkman free. Punching down on the face of Luigi once again is Jesse Pinkman. Able to get to his feet again is Luigi. Spine buster now by the Green Man into the pin. Kick out at one by Jesse Pinkman. Pinkman fighting to his feet. Both men down. Pinkman taking the fight straight to the Green Plumber. Into the guillotine. Reversal by Pinkman. Punching down. Kimura lock now by Luigi. Into the guillotine. Pinkman throwing him off. It is a violent streak tonight. That lariat is avoided by Pinkman. Abdominal stretch on the mat, countered into a calf crusher. Pinkman able to slip free. Runs straight into a spine buster and another pin attempt by Luigi. Kick out at two. Leaps over Luigi, does Pinkman. Carries him into the belly-to-belly suplex. Goes for the pin now, does Jesse Pinkman. Luigi getting out at one. Punching Pinkman straight in the mouth. Kicking him down yet again. A vicious streak on full display by Luigi in this one. Puts down Pinkman yet again. Stomping down on the family jewels of Jesse Pinkman. Belly-to-belly suplex of Luigi's own now. Dragging him closer to the center of the ring as Luigi gets countered. Spiking Luigi face first on the ring mat. Double axe handle puts him down. Running elbow avoided by Luigi. Trying to goad Luigi into coming to the outside of the ring. Walter White in the middle of the ring. Referee Dale Gribble is not so lenient on the rules as Chat was. Demanding order be kept in this ring. With control again is Luigi. Inverted DDT puts down Pinkman. Side leg lock cinched in now. Jesse keeping his bottom foot underneath the rope. Dragging Jesse Pinkman close to the center of the ring. Hip toss into the armbar now. Jesse Pinkman trying to fight free. Wrenching back deep on that elbow. You see Mario in the middle of the ring staring down Walter White. He knows Walter would love nothing more than to break his boy free. Jesse Pinkman with control now. Throwing Luigi into the corner with authority. Into the ropes now goes Luigi, avoiding the grapple attempt by Jesse. Both men colliding. Luigi up to his feet first. Goes for the camel clutch. Just too damn close to the ropes, however. Dragging Jesse up to his feet now. Body slam into a pin attempt. Able to get up straight away is Jesse Pinkman. You see Dale Gribble scrambling to try and keep an eye on both of these men on the outside. Back body drop by Walter White sends Luigi out to pasture. Referee telling Walter White to get the hell out of here. He's not listening. Destroying the cojones of Luigi. The German through the table. You see Mario getting a measure of payback of his own on Jesse Pinkman now. Mario leaping off the ropes and delivering a punch to the bald head of Walter White. Luigi making it back to the ring. Gets punched down by Jesse Pinkman. Again, another punch puts him down. Both men in exchange of blows now. It just keeps going. Luigi spinning out Jesse Pinkman. Trying to brutalize. A pin roll-up being attempted now by Pinkman. Kicked out at one by Luigi. Knee drop puts down the Green Man yet again. Exchange of fist once more. Luigi winning out. Jesse Pinkman flipping off Luigi. Double axe handle puts him down. Into the pin now. Kick out at 2. Pinkman sent reeling off of that kick out. Double axe handle once again gives him some room. Running forearm drops Luigi. Sending him into the corner now. Gets him up. Going for the superplex. Into the pin. Kick out at 2. Luigi trying to scramble up to his feet. Pinkman helps him out. Luigi taking control back, punching down Jesse Pinkman. Rolling through with the back elbow. Does Luigi. Baseball slide avoided by Jesse Pinkman. Mario and Walter White in the corner staring each other down. Flying lariat throws Pinkman off of the apron. Mario looking to take advantage, deliver a measure of payback. Luigi eyeing up Walter White. Walter countering by picking up the steel steps. You gotta remember it was not too long ago when the Mario Brothers challenged Breaking Bad for the tag team titles. In that match, it was Walter White who pinned Mario's shoulders to the mat to retain the titles. Saul Goodman not here tonight, evidently lacked up in some litigation. Jesse Pinkman putting down Mario. Referee count up to 7 for both combatants, both men scrambling to get back into the ring. Flying lariat avoided by Jesse. Snapmare now by Luigi. dragging Jesse up to his feet. It is mayhem in this one. Visceral, fast-paced violence. Another spine buster by Luigi. Belly-to-belly suplex clear over the ropes does go Pinkman. I believe Pinkman just punched him down again. Flying lariat avoided, ducking underneath does Jesse Pinkman. Hell's Gate locked in the corner. Up to the top rope. Walter White avoiding mayhem. Jesse following suit with an elbow. Cutter by Luigi puts down Jesse Pinkman. Throwing him into the ring post. Now into the barricade. Atomic drop. And a low blow by Luigi. Spotting Walter White. Wants to make him pay as well. Straight down to hell. Hitting Walter White face first. Referee count nearly up to 9 for Jesse Pinkman. Throws himself into the ring as fast as he can. Exchange of blows yet again. Bear hug locked in now. Luigi grabbing those ropes as fast as he could. Running forearm puts down Luigi. Knee drop to the spine now. Dragging Luigi back up to his feet. A hip toss into the arm bar. All wrapped up in the ropes. Referee Dale Gribble saw it, demanded he let go. Tripping up Pinkman now does Luigi. Taking a knee, the labored breath setting in. Irish whip sending Jesse Pinkman towards the ropes, is able to stop himself. Mario putting down both combatants. Referee Dale Gribble trying to maintain control. A low blow by Luigi to Walter White. Throwing Pinkman into the ropes yet again. Completely missing with that flying lariat. Inverted guillotine cinched in by Jesse Pinkman now. Luigi countering. Inverted guillotine of his own on the mat. Gets put down with a clothesline. Does Luigi. Belly-to-back takedown by Pinkman now. Trying to pop Luigi's head like a grape now. Squeezing down on the skull with all his might. Luigi breaking free. Back body drop by Luigi. Springboard elbow. To the spine of Jesse Pinkman. Up to the top turnbuckle now is Luigi. Shooting star press. Right. Up once more into the ropes. Does he go? Block! Breaker! Luigi dragging Jesse Pinkman up again. Throwing him into the ropes. Slipping around back. Step through stunner! Into the pin! He does it!
It's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
Here is your winner, Luigi!
A hard-fought victory by this son of Italy. You gotta wonder what the words of Jesse Pinkman there at the end meant. Luigi getting a measure of comeback against Breaking Bad here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Still, you have to wonder what the foreboding words of Jesse Pinkman mean. I digress. Let's take another commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with our main event match. Stay tuned.
Man, look at all this wimpy stuff. Ain't nothing here that's gonna satisfy this hungry man.
Okay, baby, what about that?
I need something that's gonna satisfy a man-sized appetite.
Attention shoppers, there's only one Hungry Man XXL left.
New Hungry Man XXL. Now that's a lot of food. A whopping pound and a half of barbecue chicken and ribs and buttery mashed potatoes.
New Hungry Man XXL. It's good to be full.
Come to Papa.
Welcome back to the show, boys and girls. Our main event match for the evening is about to begin. Let's send it down to the ring and see why in God's name Mr. Clean would request such a thing.
On his way to the ring, hailing from Halcondra, weighing in at 23 uncaged monkeys, Bargs!
We saw Bargs earlier tonight involved in that brawl with the X-Files.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at Mr.
This is only the second match in Mr. Clean's time here at MCW. The first match, a dominant victory over Ghostface. Requested this match specifically. A sling blade puts down Bargs. To General Manager Todd Howard, Todd did oblige. You have to wonder about the motivations of Mr. Clean in this one. Nonetheless, Bargs graciously accepted the matchup. Belly-to-belly suplex by Bargs. Straight punch to the face of Mr. Clean, ducking underneath the fist now.
Right.
Able to break free from the hold into the roll-up, still too close to the ropes. Ducking underneath those Bargs. Mr. Clean running the ropes. Into the loving embrace. An exchange of blows now. Ducking underneath the fist yet again. The alarming technical proficiency of Mr. Clean was on full display in his first match here. Not long ago, headbutt avoided by Bargs. You have to wonder how Bargs will counter such a thing. Luthez press puts down the bald man. Back body drop. Bargs taking the fight straight to Mr. Clean in this one. Doesn't want to hold back, doesn't want to show any restraint. Trying to twist the legs now. Delivering that elbow to the side of Mr. Clean's dome. Maintaining the pressure as much as possible. Able to slip free is Mr. Clean. Staring one another down in this one are these two. An exchange of words, perhaps. Headlock cinched in now by Bargs. Punching down on the scalp of Mr. Clean. Able to take advantage of Mr. Clean. Bargs reversal, a side headlock takeover, maintaining the headlock. Mr. Clean slipping free. Sling blade by Clean again. Chin lock cinched in the middle of the ring now. Using that knee to enhance the pressure. Bargs breaking free. Muay Thai hold cinched in now. Knee to the face of Bargs. Drop toe hold now by Mr. Clean. Standing 450. Calf crusher locked in now. Asking Bargs if he wants to give it up. Bargs trying to claw his way to that bottom rope. Mr. Clean doesn't look like he's letting it happen. Able to slip free just barely is Bargs. Atomic drop in the middle of the ring. Mr. Clean saying, let's wrap this up. A shoulder check puts him down. Beautiful arm drag by Mr. Clean. Neck breaker now. Into the pin. Kick out at one. Blood flowing from the face of Bargs, throwing Mr. Clean off of him. Mr. Clean not looking impressed with what he's seeing here tonight. Catching the arm into another arm drag. Another Muay tie hold, driving the knees into the face of Barnes. Standing shooting star press. Went for another neck breaker. Barnes pushing his weight backwards to get free. Mr. Clean, the superplex puts down Barnes. Barnes rolling through, able to get to his feet straight away. Brutal exchange of fists here. Mr. Clean put down. Taking a moment to think and compose himself is Barnes. Shoulder check avoided by Barnes. Side leg lock cinched in now. Barnes not a stranger to technical wrestling himself. He did win the first trios match in our company's history via submission. Side leg lock cinched in again. Mr. Clean clearly under the ropes. Side kick avoided, slipping around back. Another into the visit and half suplex by Mr. Clean. Full meter. Lifting him down. Trying to maintain pressure. Barnes reverses a guillotine cinched in. Taking control back is Mr. Clean. Goes for the pin. Kick out at 2. Just barely getting the shoulder up is Barnes. Might have winded himself on that one. Another arm drag. Barnes just keeps rushing into them. Throwing Barnes into the corner. Putting him down again. Barnes able to slip free just again. Ducking underneath the fist is Mr. Clean. Reversal, a calf crusher by Barnes. Mr. Clean under the ropes. Side headlock cinched in by Mr. Clean, punching down on the skull of Barnes. Waiting at attention now is Mr. Clean. Not making a move. Patient as can be. Able to be put down again by Mr. Clean. Drop toe hold now, puts down Barnes. DDT again into the submission. Barnes reversing. Too close to the ropes yet again. Mr. Clean wisely staying close to those ropes as much as possible. A veteran in CAW leagues across the globe, another arm drag. Flipping around back to Barnes, throwing Mr. Clean to the ropes, able to stop himself. Staring one another down from across the ring. Slipping around back again does Mr. Clean into an atomic drop. Headbutt countered into a DDT. Now it's Barnes lying in wait, waiting for Mr. Clean. Still rushing in, eats another arm drag. Mr. Clean full meter again in this matchup. The clean sweep puts down Barnes. Wants to go for another shooting star. Barnes rolling out of the way. Cartwheeling his way to freedom. Putting down Mr. Clean with a few blows. Arm drag gets him off. Standing in the corner, just lying in wait is Mr. Clean. Barnes sees an opening, takes it, doesn't get the arm drag this time, an exchange of fists in the corner. Barnes losing out on that exchange. Samoan drop sends Barnes over the ring corner. Mr. Clean following close after. He's got Barnes up. Brainbuster on the concrete. Staring down at Barnes. Wants to make doubly sure. Barg still refusing to stay down. Grabs the arm of Mr. Clean. Wrenching the shoulder. Clean throwing Bargs over the ring barricade. Slipping back into the ring is Mr. Clean. Bargs following. Avoiding the referee's countout. Drop toe hold by Mr. Clean now. Single leg Boston Crab cinched in. Dale Gribble asking Bargs if he wants to give it up. Bargs able to break free. German suplex puts down Mr. Clean. Back body drop puts him down again. Snapmare by Mr. Clean gets him back on top. Shoulder check avoided. Still gets a calf crusher locked in. Bargs able to break out of it. Atomic drop once more. Throwing Bargs into the corner. Headbutt over the rope. And another. Mr. Clean, an expert in weaponizing that shiny dome of his. Waiting for Bargs to get to his feet. Trying to make Bargs tap out on the outside. Bargs screaming in agony. Able to reverse into a guillotine. Monkey flip sends him back into the ring. Landing on his feet with expertise. Rebounding, Mr. Clean avoiding it. Standing on the apron, staring down Bargs. Leaping off into Bargs. With full control, underhook DDT shatters the steel. The patient, calculated mayhem of this man. Bargs trying to weaponize that steel. Mr. Clean not letting it happen. Bargs has got to maintain some kind of calm if he wants to turn things around here. Mr. Clean waiting. Ducking underneath the fist. Into another hold. Bargs breaking free. Bargs trying to think of a plan here. Ducking underneath the fist again. Another locked in. Trying to wrench back on the neck of Bargs. Telling Bargs, get the hell up. Shoulder check puts him down. Irish whip into the ropes. Another arm drag. Chin lock cinched in now. Transitions. Bargs in a dire way here. Able to slip free just barely. A confident pin by Mr. Clean. Bargs grabbing the rope. Punching Bargs straight in the dome, dazing him. Countered into the DDT. Bargs with control yet again. Ankle lock cinched in. Transitions to the STF. Mr. Clean trying to drag himself to the rope, able to get free. Planting Bargs face first on the mat. Bargs trying to kick down Mr. Clean. Elbow puts down Bargs. Blocking the clothesline. Snapmare puts him down all the same. Mr. Clean rebounding off the ropes into a power slam. Snapmare gets Mr. Clean free yet again. Standing. Shooting star press. Gets tripped up by Bargs now. Dragging Clean back to his feet. He's got him up. Counter into a blockbuster by Mr. Clean. Bargs straight back up to his feet. German suplex sends Mr. Clean over the ropes, able to land properly. Bomb to the side of the face puts him down nonetheless. Into the corner with authority. Trying to put the man to sleep is Bargs, just too close to the ropes to do it. Goes for that German again, Mr. Clean holding on for dear life. Went forward again, both men going out outside on that one. Slips around back, landing on his feet, bending him over the knee, choking the life out of him. Arm drag gets Bards free. With control again, German onto the steel. Mr. Clean finally in some kind of compromising position in this one. Bards control again. Mr. Clean bouncing off of that steel. Arm drag breaking the steel steps. Maintains the armbar, does Mr. Clean. Arm drag of Bog's Own gets him free. Breaking the referee's count on himself is Bards. Putting down Mr. Clean. Big punch off of the ropes. Throwing him into the ring apron. And again. A third time. With full control now, throwing him back into the ring. Mr. Clean countering, planting Bards. Roll-up being attempted, still too close to the ropes. Mr. Clean planting Bards face first. Mr. Clean covered in Bards' blood. A vicious display, rebounding both men down. Referee telling both men to get the hell up. Grabbing at the ankles, tripping up Bards does Mr. Clean.
Right.
Mr. Clean is busted open in this one, it looks like. Staring one another down in this one. Mr. Clean might actually be willing to take something seriously. Exchange of fists, Mr. Clean wins out. Bards countering, grabbing hold of the waist. Puts Bards down yet again. Into the ankle lock now does Mr. Clean have Bards. Transition into the calf crusher. Bards able to grab hold of the rope. Elbow to the stomach, drops him. Across the ring from one another, yes, yet again. We tie hold cinched in once more, driving those knees into the face of Bards, puts him down with a clothesline. Headbutt to the back of the skull. Ankle lock cinched in yet again. Side headlock takeover gets Bards free. Running clothesline puts down Mr. Clean. Holding onto to the arm of Bards, into the confident pin from the drop toe hold. Kick out at 2. Drop toe hold yet again into another pin. Kick out at 2 again. Bards up to his feet. Mr. Clean puts him back down. Into the corner. Yet again goes Mr. Clean. Bards has him up. Vertical suplex over the ropes, spilling to the outside. Slipping out and following suit. Snapmare reversed into a blockbuster by Mr. Clean. Dragging Bards up to his feet yet again. Another arm drag into the armbar on the outside. Bards breaking free. Went for the bulldog. Mr. Clean didn't let it happen. He's got him up. Planting Mr. Clean on the steel. Slipping back into the ring now is Bards. Referee count up to 7 for Mr. Clean, trying to compose himself. Haven't seen Mr. Clean this angry in many years. Into the arms, a power slam puts down Mr. Clean into the pin. Kick out at 2. Barg puts down Mr. Clean again. Elbow to the stomach yet again by Clean keeps him on top. Just waiting for a moment. Dragging Barnes to the outside once more. Slipping around back is Mr. Clean. Barnes countering, putting all his weight back. Rolling backwards. Mr. Clean with control yet again. Atomic drop. Back into the ring goes Mr. Clean. Referee counting Barnes as he lays on the outside. Barnes with a piece of that steel. Mr. Clean lying in wait, shoulder barge averted. Gets kicked down to the mat yet again. Barge with control. Snapmare puts down Mr. Clean. Rolling out to the outside, trying to get distance from Barnes. Dragging Barnes down to the concrete. Barnes reversing. Calf crusher locked in. Mr. Clean sent face first into that steel. Gets punched down by Mr. Clean. From toe hold onto the steel ramp. Mr. Clean waiting in the middle of the ring. Barnes back up to his feet yet again. Just barely able to make it into the ring, collapses just after he does. Headbutt puts him down. Ducking underneath the fist yet again. Trying to wrench back. Barnes able to break free. Mr. Clean went for the pile driver. Barnes able to slip just out of it. Scrambling to get to the corner. Mr. Clean not letting it happen. Side headlock cinched in, punching down on the face. Arm drag by Mr. Clean. The atomic drop now. Over the knee again. Barnes doing everything he can to slip free of all of these holds. Ducking under the fist yet again. Mr. Clean has a counter for everything. Headbutt avoided by Barnes. Able to wrench himself free. For just a moment, gets kicked down by Mr. Clean again. Planting Barnes again on the mat. Mr. Clean up to the top turnbuckle. Shooting star press avoided. Nonetheless, the damage is done. The Clean sweep in the middle of the ring. Into the pin. Barnes a kick out at 0. Again into this hold. Barnes reversing a guillotine. Monkey flip by Mr. Clean. The endurance of Barnes is nothing to scoff at. Still not willing to give it up. Guillotine locked in deep. Barnes still fighting free. A roll up now. Kicked out at 0 by Mr. Clean. DDT into the guillotine yet again. A man's neck can only handle this for so long. Another arm drag. You see Barnes barely able to breathe. Trying to reach for some unseen force. Up to his feet, eats a headbutt into the pin. Kicked out at 1. Another headbutt puts him down, another pin. Kick out at 2. Another headbutt. Into an arm drag now. Inverted guillotine locked in. Barnes reversing inverted guillotine of his Breaking free is Mr. Clean. Another! Just will not let this man go. Barge reversing. Mr. Clean taking back. It's a back and forth struggle on this one. Barge with control for the moment. Punching down on Mr. Clean. Lion Tamer locked in now by Bargs. Mr. Clean breaking free. Mr. Clean, the adrenaline flowing through his veins yet again. Barge reversing every attempt to lock in that submission maneuver. Spilling to the outside now. Trying to gauge distance. Underhook DDT on the outside by Mr. Clean. And another on the concrete. Yet again trying to strangle the life from Bargs. Bargs breaking free. It is a matter of who gets the best option first. Another on the concrete. Atomic drop. Drops Bargs. Mr. Clean back in before the referee's count gets any higher. Going back outside behind the referee's back. Yet another underhook DDT. Into the barricade. Bargs able to make it back into the ring before the count of 9. Another underhook DDT by Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean trying to think of ways to keep this man down. Refuses to stop rising to his feet again. Barge with control, slipping around back to the front. Slipping around back does Mr. Clean into another submission hold. Barge reversing. Reversal, Mr. Clean, the burning hammer!
2, 3.
That's it!
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything.
Here is your winner,
Floors, doors, walls,
Mr.
halls, my sidewalk, tires, and no golf balls.
Think goes back up till 2. He'll even help me laundry too.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease.
This is too much. He's had enough. It's enough. Why did you want this match in the first place? Another arm drag by Mr. Clean. And another underhook DDT. The clean sweep. Bart's trying to fight his way out. Throwing Mr. Clean off. Bart's trying to get free. Gets punched down by Mr. Clean. Another on the outside. Strangling him. Why in God's name did you want this match? Holding up an L sign is Mr. Clean. Underhook DDT on the concrete again. Finally walking off. Enough's enough. No! No, no, no! What is wrong with this man? Beating Barge with a piece of that steel! Barge trying to get out of it. Mr. Clean not letting him go anywhere. ring to check on his partner, his stablemate, his friend. We gotta get paramedics out here. The hell? Something's happening in the back, I'm being told. We have a camera back there? Jesus Christ! The X-Files assaulting Jimmy Hopkins! The power bomb on the concrete! But Totem doesn't know what the hell to do in this one. Where the hell are the paramedics? Oh, Jesus Christ! Snack Eater is in the arena! He's assaulting the Totem! Puts down Meto. Dragging him up to his feet. Goes for the back suplex again. Meto landing on his feet. Goes for one of his own. Snake's landing on his feet. Die! Bart still refusing to stay down. Meto is dazed. Trying to fight back. Clotheslining the man down. A meeting of the minds in the middle of the ring. Trying to get each other out of harm's way. Throwing Meto down. Bug's trying to get him out of the way. Power slam by Bards. Refusing to stay down. Side headlock takeover by Snack. Meto with a knee drop. Throwing Snack into the corner now. He's got him up. Hurricane Rana from the top turnbuckle. Shoulder check puts down Meto. Slamming Barnes and slipping out of the ring. Mr. Clean brutalizing Barnes here tonight. Jimmy Hopkins assaulted by the X-Files somewhere behind the arena. Metotem ambushed by Snack Eater. What the hell is going on? We're going to try and get some answers here. Let's take our final commercial break for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.
ヘッドセットヘヘッドセットヘヘッドセットヘヘッドセットヘヘッドセットヘヘッドセットヘ
私の名前はケニーオメガ。これはレーザーイーフリットです。ストリーム向けのヘッドセットです。プロクラスの録音ができるし、髪型が潰れないのが最高です。この素敵な髪の毛が
The bugs are back.
Don't call it a comeback. Turn the beat back.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Paramedics have taken both Jimmy Hopkins and Bargs to a nearby medical facility to treat, to monitor. Metodem accompanying him along the way in the ambulance. The X-Files could not be found anywhere near where Jimmy was located. Snack Eater and Mr. Clean have evidently left the building. I expect severe consequences for what we've witnessed just earlier. But I digress. The last segment of tonight's show was requested by Fork after his tremendous victory in the first ever Chaos in the Coliseum match. Let's send it down to the ring again and hear what Fork has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the ring the winner of the longest match in MCW history, Fork!
It was nothing short of blood sport the previous episode. The longest match in our company's history. The first ever Chaos in the Coliseum match. Soft pinning Luigi's shoulders to the mat after a grueling performance. A tremendous, monumental moment in CAW League history. You have to wonder what he has to say here tonight after such a tremendous victory. The words of the Gray Slayer cutting deep into the heart here at MCW. Oh, Jesus Christ, Thief is in the ring! He's attacking Fork! At the end of the previous episode, Fork continued the violence, putting down Thief after the match was done. Back body drop puts down Thief now. Ducking under the fist into the Russian leg sweep. Back body drop by Thief sends Fork back into the ring. Into the cutter. Thief taking the fight to Fork. Does not believe anything is over between them. An exchange of fists now. Yet again, refusing to back down. Gut-wrench suplex by Fork. Thief back up to his feet straight away. The German suplex. Rolling through with Fork now. Coffin drop parried out of the air. Double axe handle puts down Thief. Fork demanding he come closer. Coffin drop to Fork. Able to tank it. Throwing Thief to the ropes yet again, able to grab control, dragging Thief back over. You gotta wonder at one point a man can leave well enough alone. Change of fist yet again. Belly-to-belly suplex by Fork. Running forearm, Thief now a flurry of blows. Putting down Fork. Able to wrench himself free. Throwing Thief into the corner now. Beating him over the rope. Spilling to the outside goes Thief. Parrying Fork out of the air. Catapulting the man into the apron. Fork throwing Thief clear off. Knocking him side. Ferocious. Throwing Fork into the ring apron. German suplex on the outside of the ring. Fork countering, planting Thief face first. Trying to choke the life out of him. Looks like Fork had it, saw it coming. With control again. Belly to back takedown. Planting Fork down. Rolling through with him, disorienting all of his senses. German suplex over the steel steps. Countering the brainbuster through the steel. Drop puts down Fork. Throwing Fork into the ring barricade. Test of strength. A Luthez press by Fork now. Thief tripping him up. Back body drop. Full meter. Scorpion death drop. And a second on the concrete. He's still not done. Jesus Christ. German on the concrete. Thief taking hold of the microphone. Thief delivering a sermon in the middle of the ring. Still not done with Fork. Coffin drop from the top turnbuckle. Putting down Fork face first. He's got him up. Go to sleep. And again. And a bulldog on the concrete. We're going to have to get security out of here for this one. German suplex. Do we have security on standby here? Inverted suplex. Rolling through again. I'm being informed Todd Howard has security on the phone right now. Throwing Fork into the barricade. Monkey flip gets Fork out of the situation. Gets kicked down again. Coffin drop. Over the spine of Fork, grabbing hold of that microphone. Front suplex. Avoiding the running forearm does Thief. Countering with a powerbomb does Fork. Thief with an arm drag catching Fork's arm. Maintains the armbar. Fork screaming in agony. Able to wrench his arm free. Trying to make his way around to the other side. Thief cutting him off at the pass. Double axe handle countered by Thief. Shoving Fork out of the air. Side leg lock cinched in now. Wants to hurt Fork as much as possible. I'm being told security is being scrambled as we speak. Fork countering with a calf crusher. Thief breaking free straight away. Delivering those knees straight to the tailbone now is Thief. The hip toss over the steel and concrete. On the steel ramp. Security better hurry their asses up. Stunner by Fork. Still trying to fight his way out of all this. Elbow to the back of the skull. Side leg lock cinched in again. The pain radiating up Fork's body must be astronomical. He won't let go. Refuses to lighten the grip. Trying to wrench that leg out of its socket. Another German. Thief still not done. Go to sleep. And again. And a third. Security is in the area, ladies and gentlemen. Standing in between Thief and Fork to prevent further mayhem. Six men between the two. Thief gauging his options here. Fighting through security, just a moment. Security scrambling to restrain the man. Trying to keep him held in place. from any restraints. There's gonna be some hefty fines for this one. Slipping around back. German suplex on the steel to security. Jesus Christ! Brutal message sent to Fork by Thief here at the end of our show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The war is on. Pearl Harbor was the first step, and Thief promised him a Hiroshima in response. I think we just saw that here tonight. Time will tell if there will be a Nagasaki in response to this. I digress, ladies and gentlemen. This has been an incredible night, a brutal display of violence throughout. But this is the end of our show for the evening. Thank you so much again for joining us here at MCW. Good fight and good night.
This concludes our broadcast for the day. Don't forget to brush before bed and check underneath it just in case. Till next time.